What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Film Study for Rookies. Today, man, we're going to change up this channel a little bit where we're going to go over more NFL news, but back up the topics with film study behind it. So there won't be as much film study as I had before, but there'll still be film study along with NFL news. And first up, we got to talk about it. Sam Darnold. As you can see, Panthers fan, Sam Darnold was there, didn't play his best, goes to Minnesota, has a hell of a year, doesn't do so great the last 2 weeks. And O'Connell says this about that. I just want to say it's very important that we all think about Sam's body of work. What he was able to do this year when not very many people thought he would be able to lead a team to 14 wins, which is rare, O'Connell said. The way he came in, committed himself to just a daily process to be the best version of himself. Right there sounds good, but then you keep reading. It did not work out in the end. I think Sam would be the first one to tell you. Could he have played better tonight? I'm sure he would tell you he could have. Could I have coached better? AKA, you see where he's going. The Vikings are obviously going with McCarthy, but like I said, we back up these topics with film study. So let's take a look at Sam real quick and see, okay, a lot of people who are defending him said he got sacked a lot. A lot of people said, okay, he wasn't making the right reads. Let's take a look at a few plays right here. So as we take a look at some plays right here, first read I believe is going to be Addison. Okay, that's made up right there. You're going to have Addison, a little comeback route as you're going to see, bang in a second. Next read's going to be right here, all right? DB's coming down to play that. So that's picked up. Next read's right here in the middle. That's picked up. And by the time he goes to the check down, as you can see, he's going to get hit. And then on play number 2 right here, they're going to run a fake. Now this one shocks me because I'm shocked Darnold didn't throw the screen. Maybe he got greedy right here on first down. It's like, okay, let me try and go for the home run right here. But the screen, right, the screen's open. The screen's open. Now, maybe it was designed, bang, all right. You get the DB right here. He's going to bite up, bang. You hit the post right there. It looks like potentially a crosser. Maybe that's what he was banking on. But when that was potentially picked up by the safety playing that right there, he's like, nope, don't want to hit that. And if you look, nowhere else to really go. That's kind of bagged right there. And that's probably going to lose you yards. I mean, at least try the check down potentially. So, first couple plays we've seen, part of it's on Darnold, part of it's on the receivers or the play calling. Play number 3 right here. You're going to see Darnold under center right here. Bang, they run the play action. And nobody picks the guy off the edge, right? No checkdowns as you're going to see right here. Take a look what happens. Darnold's going to run the fake right there. And you can see there's nowhere for him to throw, right? There's nowhere for him to throw. Tries to roll out, and that's just not going to happen, man. So, play number 1, play calling. Play number 2, Darnold. Play number 3, the Rams just had a great blitz. And then play number 4, the O-line just got, I mean, they just got trashed. So, as you can see, man, there's blame to go around everywhere. I mean, and then you got play number 4 right here, a little short motion right there. Darnold's looking to the right, looking. Nothing's open. And, sure, he had his tight end open, right? He's a little delay route, as you're going to see. He's going to chip the edge, bang. I think Darnold's biggest problem, if you ask me, is that he holds on to it too long, waiting to use that arm that he has. I think a couple of these he could have the check down and got the first down, like right here, 3rd and 7. Your line's getting beat. You're what, 5 minutes left in the second, so you've almost played a whole half. 1-2, bang, check it down, right? And I think that's Darnold's biggest problem, to be honest. The Rams would take it for 6 right here as well. We'll look at a couple more plays real quick. All right, right here, you got him in the pistol. But this is another one where I'm confused. I mean, I felt like his 3rd read was open. All right, if you run this back real quick, take a look what happens. You're going to see the ball snapped right there. First read, outside receiver, that's picked up right there. Bang, 2nd read, that's picked up. Okay, 3rd read. All right, looks like the tight end right there. He's got leverage, as you're going to see. Bang, just basically a simple in route, as you're going to see. I'm shocked Darnold doesn't give him a chance. Now, yes, he's getting pressured, but I still feel like he could have made that throw at any point. But he's going to try and go to the 4th read. It's not there. And then he goes down. So like I said, it just feels like Darnold, he does that 1-2 read, and then either he's still trying to get the big throw, or the line essentially just got beat by the Rams, as you saw right here on 4th and 2. So let me know your thoughts on Sam Darnold. Depending on what team you like, would you want him to be your quarterback? Next up is Deshaun Watson. We're going to keep this strictly on the field stuff. So basically, Stefanski came in and said, I want you to be under center. Watson's like, no, I want to be in shotgun. Didn't work. So the Browns tried giving Watson what he wanted. They fired offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt after the 2023 season, brought in Ken Dorsey, who had more experience with mobile quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Cam Newton. 2 weeks after Van Pelt was fired, Bill Callahan departed as offensive line coach to join his son in Tennessee. All right, so I go back and forth on this because of this. Okay, if you paid a quarterback that much money, shouldn't you kind of give him what he wants? And not like a spoiled child, but kind of like as in set him up for success. If he plays better in shotgun and you've seen it in Houston, isn't that the reason you're bringing him into the offense? But with that being said, you can make the counter argument that if we're paying you as much money as we're paying you guaranteed, can't you learn this system? Right? Can't you do both shotgun and under center play action? So as you can see, man, Cleveland, they're in another rut, and I felt like they were finally trending up. You know, that defense is no joke with Myles Garrett and everybody else in that backfield. I mean, they have a hell of a team. Receiving core wasn't bad. You got Nick Chubb, one of the best running backs there's been in the last 10 years, right? You bring in Deshaun Watson. You're like, okay, all we need is a quarterback. Yet Deshaun Watson's arguably played the worst out of all the quarterbacks in the last 5 years. And as I go through these highlights, I look at the interceptions. Some of them are just, they hit the guys in the pads, right? Bounces up, then it gets picked off, or he does things like this, or he just forces it. The Deshaun Watson case, his whole story is going to be so interesting to tell 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. You know, all the success he had in Houston, then the allegations, and he comes to Cleveland, and Jameis Winston outplays him arguably, right? So it's just interesting to watch kind of his life story unfold before us, you know. Could he come back after his injury? Sure, you know. Why not try and shock the world? But it's going to be interesting because I feel like now, more than ever, Deshaun Watson isn't going to have a say. He's going to have to do whatever coach he's with, he's going to have to say yes, sir, no, sir. Right? I mean, once you played like you played on that contract, all that leverage you had, it's gone. It's similar to Russell Wilson, Denver to Pittsburgh, right? Russell Wilson got everything he wanted in Denver, and what happened? Kicked him out, right? Went to Pittsburgh, played better, but I felt like there were some other issues in Pittsburgh. Essentially, the same thing's gonna happen to Deshaun Watson. You know, there's no more wiggle room anymore for you. It's yes, sir, no, sir. Okay, we'll do. So we'll see what happens, man. And our last story, of course, we had to talk about it, is the Cowboys potentially going back to Kellen Moore. We're going to look at some articles in a second, but Kellen Moore with the Cowboys, as you see right here, you're going to see 2019, 8-8, 2020, 6-10. I think Dak got hurt that year. 2021, 12-5. It's Dallas. 2022, 12-5 again. Chargers, 5-12. And the Eagles are 14-3. What's interesting is that, yes, he dominated with Dallas record-wise offensively to a point. But the Eagles, you see how much slack they're getting because they're not scoring enough points. Right? And if you look at it, Barkley is the reason for most of that offense. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith aren't doing a lot. Can Kellen Moore replicate that same thing in Dallas? I don't know, man. Let's take a look at a few articles that say this could potentially work. Let's take a look real quick. Organizational ties. Yes, he's been there. He was there for what, 5 or 6 years. Obviously has a good relationship with Dak Prescott. Otherwise, Jerry probably wouldn't want him. Numbers don't lie. I mean, you saw the numbers. I just question if Kellen Moore can do the same thing because the Cowboys used to be that 1-2 no matter what year it was. And the NFC East now, that's no joke. So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of news, a little bit of film study. Let me know what you want to see starting next week, man. I'll catch you guys then. Film Study for Rookies is out. Peace.